Welcome back to the Idol FM podcast, and welcome to the Idol FM Awards!
Well, we're wrapping up 2020, which is pretty crazy. It was a year full of weird highs and lows, but we're here to kind of just have some fun and give some superlative awards for different idols and groups throughout the K-pop industry. And let's see what the superlatives / categories are. TikTok star. So the award I will give to is TXT.
Woo.
I feel like they really get the Gen Z energy. And
100%.
And my favorite TikTok is when I think it was Subin with Hyunin Kai's cheeks. It was like to the music. I don't know. It was cute.
That's funny.
That was my favorite TikTok.
Yes, TXT honestly is so iconic on TikTok. My favorite is when Subin he was holding up like a broom or something, and then it like freeze framed, and then he went closer to his camera, and then he pretended like he was running into a broom, and he like fell over.
I remember, that was cute.
Like literal like crazy person energy. I have my winner, but I also have a low-key runner-up, so I'll mention that too. But my winner is actually gonna be SOMI, formerly IOI SOMI, now soloist SOMI. And actually I follow her, so she comes up on my For You page a lot, and she like literally acts like one of those like pretty girl TikTokers, like literally those like POV cool girl audios, and literally SOMI uses it like she's not even a celebrity, and I think that's so funny. And sometimes I swear locals probably see her TikToks and think, oh, she's such a pretty TikTok girl, not realizing that she's like a literal idol. And I'm gonna give my runner-up to Rain because he's a little bit older, but earlier when he was promoting like earlier this year, he definitely used TikTok a lot more, and he did a lot of cool like outfit transition TikToks, which were super fun to watch.
I remember seeing those, and I'm like, I wonder how. I bet you he's like telling his wife like what to do and what to record.
Yeah. All right, next up,
most awaited comeback.
So for me this year, I was looking through the full list of comebacks, and I've honestly like loved a lot of them, but I think the comeback that I remember like really waiting for and really looking out for, that's obviously not BTS because, you know, I love BTS. It was Not Shy era for ITZY. Like I remember when Wannabe came out, I was like, I like fuck with this group. Like I really like ITZY. So then when Not Shy was like teasing, I was like, okay, I'm ready for this. And then when it came out, I loved it. Like, so that was my most awaited comeback of the year.
Ooh. So I know BTS might be a cop-out answer, but I have to say BTS, and I just have to say Dynamite because we had we had a comeback map. You know, we had all these dates and little teasers for like leading up to like a month and a half, and I don't think I've ever been as zeroed in and focused on a comeback as this. So yeah, I can't lie. Like this was my most awaited comeback of 2020. Iconic collaboration. So yeah, mine is Aritan. Just kidding, but where is the Ariana Grande and BTS collab?
We're still waiting.
Please.
We're still waiting.
My iconic collaboration. I hope this counts as a collaboration. I think it should. Is Refund Sisters, Don't Touch Me.
Oh,
and it's kind of like the collab of all these strong female leaders of the industry coming together. Jongha, Yori, Hwasa, and Jessie, like all these different strong women from different generations coming together. I just thought it was really freaking cool.
Yeah, totally. And you were all over that song when it came out, so
had to support.
I totally see that.
To support the ladies.
Of course. Okay, I guess I'm not supporting the ladies. My iconic collaboration is also like, it was actually a group cover, so I don't know if it would be considered a collab, but it was like on repeat for me when it first dropped, and it was the 2000s line doing a cover of Psycho by Red Velvet. So that was Davy from AB6, Hyunjin from Stray Kids, Sana from Astro, and Bomin from Golden Child. And I don't know, I just thought that song was so iconic. And honestly, that was the performance of Psycho that got me into Red Velvet. Like, I was kind of sleeping on Red Velvet earlier. And also, I thought that song was like a little slow for my taste. But watching them perform it, I was like, this is iconic. It was also the song, it was also the performance that kind of got me into Stray Kids too, but I'll get into that a little bit later.
On the rise. So the group to look out for in 2021. Obviously, this group is from a very big company, so a lot of the public already know of them. But my choice is aespa, yeah, I mean, I've seen some of their live performances and I think they're very, very promising and pretty strong as performances as rookies. I mean, they are from SM, so I'm sure they had fabulous training. But I think they look great, they sound great, and they sort of have this futuristic concept to them, which is pretty cool. And I've been wishing for a female NCT, so maybe aespa can kind of like revolve and evolve into some sort of that, but yeah, excited.
My on the rise group to look out for is actually also aespa. You know, I think SM is like just super kind of taking advantage of the situation by creating these virtual characters. There's almost like less of a need for that in-person interaction, at least for now. And yeah, I just think they look great. Their concept's really cool, and I think there's just a lot of potential. So yeah, I'm excited to see how aespa continues to grow in 2021. Woo!
Favorite choreography?
Let's say it at the same time. We might have the same answer. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Black Swan.
Yes! Yes! Yeah, Black Swan is so iconic, especially whenever they do like an orchestral version performance.
Yes.
Cannot like freaking sleep on this most recent performance just a week or two ago, where Jimin and Jungkook were living their best like freaking contemporary ballet selves. Like, oh my god, it was beautiful. I love the actual like song performance choreo, but also like shout out to the dance company that also created their own choreography for the orchestra version. So like many layers there.
Black Swan, okay, she is underrated, but also
100%.
like she's just art. Like, this isn't just like a song and a dance. Like, this is telling a story about these artists, and whenever Jimin is dancing in this barefoot, like, please, like, please, I can't. But yeah, I honestly think Black Swan deserves more recognition, especially for its choreography. Dancing King and Queen. Okay, mine's like kind of it's not a joke, but like, it's also kind of a cop-out answer, but not really. But my dancing king and queen is Hobie and Jimin.
That's iconic.
But I mean,
Please
I
elaborate.
honestly like, I have to just like, whenever I think about dance and just seeing performances on stage, like I just can't not think of Hobie and Jimin. And
so real.
We all know Jimin is such a diva. Like, he can take the queen title, and Hobie, especially with this Dynamite dance break recently from like a few weeks ago, and just him serving those MJ looks and poses. I'm just like, wow. Yeah, like whenever I just see them on stage, like I just can't take my eyes off of them. But yeah, they're my king and queen.
Our answers are half similar. Your queen is my king.
Okay,
Jimin with Dancing King, and my dancing queen of the year is actually gonna be Momo from Twice. Like, I think Momo is just always so iconic, and I love watching her specific like rehearsal videos or fan cam videos. Like, she is known for like using that neck, and like she's always extending. I don't know, but she's just so great, and I think she deserves a little bit of a shout out. So yeah, that's the team with that.
Main vocalist.
So my main vocalist, we're gonna have a guy and a girl, and for me, my guy is just like someone who is so reliable. Like, at one point, we thought he was overrated. Ooh, spoiler! But you know what? I think like his voice is, I think sometimes I sleep on his voice, because I'm always like, oh my god, BTS is so great, they're all so talented, but I'm like, no, you know what? Jungkook is so great. So great. Every member of BTS is very stable and very skilled in like what they specialize in, but Jungkook, like, and his voice specifically, it just never fails to like amaze me, honestly. Like, I feel like whenever I listen to him, I always forget how good he is, and he just sounds so great. And so he receives my male main vocalist of the year. And for girl group is actually someone I don't really listen to that often, but I listen to this song a lot, and her vocals just get me every single time, and I'm like, wow, you're so great. And it's actually Wendy from Red Velvet.
Oh.
Yeah, and I'm talking about the pre-chorus in Bad Boy. I feel like known for being one of the strongest like female vocals in K-pop right now, at least. So yeah, those are my main vocalists.
Nice. Well, I couldn't agree with you more on the male vocalist. I feel like every time I pick BTS, it's like a cop-out answer.
Yeah, I know, right?
But Jungkook is just an angel from heaven, and every time he sings, it's just crazy. I do have a really close second runner-up. I was close to picking, and it's actually Baekhyun from EXO.
Oh my god! Baekhyun from EXO? I only know Baekhyun from Super M.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. That's a really good one. That's a really good one.
Yeah, because I feel like as I was listening to Super M more, I was able to pick up on Baekhyun's vocals. And he's also had some like solo songs and OSTs recently. And yeah, that boy can sing. He's great.
I love that you said him. Stream Candy, but stream Un Village. That's such a good one. That really shows off his vocals. Anyways, sorry, continue.
And for my female, she's not necessarily like in a girl group, but I just had to pick her. She's more of like, I guess like a K indie sort of singer, but it's Heize.
Oh, TTT, yeah.
Yeah, I like a lot of people probably won't say she's K-pop, and I sort of agree, but I just have to say her because her vocals are just so sweet, and I can just listen to her songs like all day long, and I never get tired of her vocals. And I just think she's so solid right now. It boy and it girl. Ooh, so the it boy and it girl. Who has everything? Who has everything going on? So for my it boy, I picked Kai. And
I love that! Oh
yeah,
god, I love that. Yeah.
I just think he is just who I think of when I think of K-pop idol. And maybe it's because like, I don't know, I feel like there was a time when K-pop boys weren't seen to be as masculine. They were seen as pretty boys. But I feel like growing up, I've personally just always like veered over towards like the more masculine looking idols, and I just think
you were a hottest. We get it.
I was a hottest, but Kai has everything. He has the whole package, and you know, he even got those abs, but he could sing while dancing. He's so good. He's so charismatic. And Stream, his most recent single debut.
Finally.
Yeah, he's just a star on stage. He's meant to be on stage. But shout out to Kai. And for my
that's a really good one.
Yeah, for my it girl, I will pick Hwasa. She's honestly been everywhere this past year. Not only just as Mamamoo, but just as Hwasa, just as like a single singer, performer. She's been on a bunch of different Korean shows. I think what really solidified this choice was when she released Maria, all of her live performances. I think she's just special. She's just an entertainer with these looks, serving these looks. She could sing, her voice is like butter, and she could dance. But yeah, that's my it boy and it girl.
For my it boy and it girl, I went a little bit younger. And so for my it girl and again, this is my personal opinion, I'm gonna actually give it to Yeji from ITZY.
Ooh.
I think she's so talented. Like, she's like such a strong dancer, such a strong vocalist, such a strong like personality, and her visuals are just so striking as well, that I could see her like continuing to go on like an upward trajectory as long as, you know, JYP treats ITZY like properly in their promotions. So I'm really looking forward to. Yeah, we're watching you. Stop coming out with your own music. Take care of your artists.
Wait, literally.
Yeah. But yeah, so she is like my it girl, even though Leah is my bias in ITZY, but anyways.
Oh.
And then for it boy is kind of like similar energy. Someone younger and someone who I think is like super talented as well as like visually striking and also just like great personality, and I'm giving it to Yeonjun from TXT.
Oh,
and I think a lot of people have also like said this too. They're like, oh, it boy of the fourth generation. But yeah, I agree. I think he's just so like, he's definitely one of those people that stands out to you in a performance, I think, when you're like watching, especially with the most recent concept.
Yes.
Because, you know, he'd be rocking that crop top, he really do. I actually did have a runner-up for my it boy, and this is actually kind of like a Twitter debate. Like, people literally kind of pit these two guys against each other, and the only reason I gave it to Yeonjun is because TXT has a really fresh concept that I think will keep them like, you know, in like that kind of fresh like perspective, I guess. But my runner-up was actually gonna be Hyunjin from Stray Kids, and the only reason, and like he is like so striking, and so talented. The only reason I didn't give it to him is because Stray Kids definitely does go like dark or cool most of the time, and I feel like in terms of like general public opinion, I feel like TXT's concept might get more like of that fresh spotlight attention versus like Stray Kids. So that is why I said that. Don't come for me. Like I love both of them. But does that make sense, right?
Yeah, I didn't know. I actually like didn't know it was like often a Twitter debate between those two.
Yeah. Because like people literally are like, oh, Yeonjun wore a cowboy hat, or like has like pink hair, and then people are like, well, Yeonjun had pink hair, or like they'll be wearing the same clothes and they'll be like, who wore it better? And then, but that's like a very small like community group of people.
Okay.
But I've just seen it, so I'm like nervous to like put them against each other. But they're not against each other. They're all working together. K-pop is a community, so.
That's true. They are both very iconic.
Yes, truly.
Social media star.
Patty P, who is your social media star of the year?
Okay, well, they kind of come in a package, and this is based on their Instagrams, but it's Hyuna and Dawn.
Ooh!
So they often, you know, ever since they're like officially out as a couple, they often very frequently post on Instagram just these very artsy avant-garde like pics together.
Goals.
And yeah, you know, they're just very like, I don't care about this world, I'm gonna be me. And they often wear like the most outrageous like outfits, and they're just like such fashionistas. I like love whatever they post, even though it could be a little weird sometimes. I enjoy.
We just don't get it. It's just like
different. Like it's art, but
right.
Yeah, I appreciate all the pictures that they post on Instagram. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh, literal goals. Stan, Hannah, and Dawn. Love it. So for me, my social media star is, I'm gonna give it to NCT's Johnny. And this is okay, so I know that Dispatch is set to announce a new couple for the year, but actually we have the inside scoop, and it is me and Johnny Suh from NCT. Yeah, like surprise. Okay, but the real tea is that someone on TikTok said that like Johnny Suh, why do I keep saying his full name? Someone on TikTok said that Johnny opens his Instagram DMs sometimes, and if you send a photo, it'll say like open, like it's a literal read receipt. And I sent him a photo, and a week later I checked and he opened it. So we're basically married. I sent him another photo. We'll see if he opened it. I haven't checked yet. I honestly, originally when I thought of this, when I was thinking about this category, I was originally thinking of Doyoung from NCT as well.
Oh, you do like his photos.
He posts a lot of, yeah, I love his photos, but like I'm like very much in a committed, you know, relationship with Johnny right now, so I had to give it to him, obviously.
Really happy for you.
Yes,
you're looking at Tenny Suh to be.
Oh, I'll invite you to the wedding. We'll vlog it.
Hashtag trending.
Okay, so basically this category is kind of like our favorite trending moment of the year. And I think we can all agree on this one.
Hashtag dolphin cult.
Subin and Arin's iconic stage performance of, what is that song even called? Is it called Dolphin?
Yeah. It's by her group. What's her
Oh
group?
My Girl.
Yes, Oh My Girl. Yes.
Yes. So obviously that was like a huge trending moment. I don't know if it was trending everywhere, to be honest, but TikTok like went with it. TikTok loved the dolphin performance. They were freaking posting dolphins everywhere. Even I got spammed dolphins on my TikTok, like some of my comments too.
That's funny.
And I think the most iconic moment of this all was that in the end, Subin like acknowledged it. He taught the rest of TXT the dolphin dance, and they posted it. Like they all danced to it. Yeah,
that's
and
so
he literally
cute.
made the caption like in the style of those like dolphins. Yeah, and he literally used hashtag like Subin cult, hashtag dolphin cult. So like he knows.
That's crazy. He's acknowledging us. Oh my god, that's so crazy. I feel like this could also turn into like couple of the year. Like we know they're not a real couple, they're not dating, but Subin and Arin, like ever since they became like MCs together, like wow, chef's kiss, they are perfect.
Yes.
They are perfect. Favorite concept. Kind of cheated and picked two. I couldn't pick just one. I think because these concepts are so like opposite of each other. But one, I have to give another shout out to Black Swan.
Oh, I knew you were gonna say that. Yeah,
like
yeah,
it's just like, you know, it's not even just a dance, but like the entire concept itself, an artist like being scared of losing their touch with their art. But yeah, Black Swan, you know, I personally think they deserve more of the spotlight, but Black Swan, yes. And my other concept that I really enjoyed is TXT's Blue Hour, their most recent comeback. Just like, it's so bright, and like, you know, a lot of boy groups have been just dark and really strong recently, and I just thought like these cotton candy colors in front of like that carousel and Yeonjun's crop top, their outfits, everything was just so like nice and youthful, and even the music itself just like made me feel kind of like nostalgic. So yeah, I honestly love those two concepts this year.
Okay, we're gonna need some more fireworks because one of my, I could not pick just one, so I picked male and female. And my male favorite concept of the year is also TXT Blue Hour. I just think it was so like colorful, so fun, and that's what I love about TXT. Like they did their like kind of dark moment with like, can't you see me? But they kind of went straight back into like their fun like carnival, rainbow, cowboys, like fun stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I just loved it so much, and the photos, like the concept photos, were so iconic. And I just think it was a really great era for them. Like I felt like that era was like made for them. Like it suited them so well.
Yeah.
My other favorite concept, which actually I think might be like surprising coming from me, is something that I thought was super like dreamy, super nice. Like I don't know, they're just like the energy and like the colors and the glam of it all I really liked. And that was actually SUNMI's Pporappippam. I thought that video and like all of that was just so beautiful. I loved like the purple, obviously purple. And yeah, so I just really wanted to give it a shout out for the year. I loved it because she was doing a lot more like cool music with like Kashina, you know. But I just loved like the dreaminess of the song. I loved it. So yeah, that's my second one.
Breakout Group of the year.
Okay, so who was the artist, Patty, that entered your radar in 2020?
I have to give it up to...
I think we might have the same answer.
ITZY.
Oh, maybe not. Oh, okay.
My answer is ITZY.
Okay.
Like they have already been on my radar last year when they first debuted as rookies, but I feel like this year they just really established themselves as true artists for me. And I've been enjoying more of their songs, and just seeing them on stage, I'm just like, wow, they look fantastic. They are killing it. And they have not reached their peak yet. They're going strong, but yeah, I feel like they're the artist I just have been hearing more about this year, and I just pay a lot more attention to.
Yeah. Oh, that's actually a really good one. Now I'm like conflicted. I'll stick with my answer. I feel like this is more recent. I think like ITZY is definitely one of mine too, but I feel like I've established my love for them in my heart. But I think in the end, my breakout group is actually gonna go to Stray Kids.
Oh.
That is the group that I did not expect to really get into. When they came out with God's Menu, I was like, what is this? Okay, I can listen to more.
Iconic.
And then when the backdoor comeback came out, I was like, okay, I am here for this. Let's go. Like, I love them. So yeah, and now suddenly I'm like, you know, watching freaking Stray Kids compilation videos and freaking Bangchan live stream recaps. I think I'm kind of in it, but I think a really, really, really close runner-up would have to be Twice. I'm like such a once now, like it's insane. But yeah.
You know what's funny? We just named all JYP artists.
Wait, not as being company stands. Oh, that's tea.
But I mean, I guess he's doing something right, but JYP, you should do better. Like, yeah. But I mean, maybe that just means like there's so much potential in these groups that they're just gonna grow even more in the next few years.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
I'm sure. Yeah, definitely.
Song of the year. Yeah, so I do have a close runner-up. I will share my close runner-up.
Okay.
And it's kind of an obvious / cop-out answer just because how big this song got. But it's Dynamite. That is my runner-up.
Ooh, okay, good one.
You know, obviously just those hours and hours of streaming, this song gets stuck in your head. But I mean, I still enjoy listening to it. It's like one of my alarms, and it just made such a big impact, at least the second half of the year. But there is another song that I think is kind of just like a easier listen, and it still gets stuck in my head sometimes, and I think just like I never got sick of it, and it's Anysong by ZICO.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. Some people might not even say this is K-pop, so I don't know. It's a Korean pop song, but Anysong is such like, even like the carefree like fun lyrics, how to just play any song, and ZICO is just having fun, and it's just such an easygoing song. I don't know. It's like one of those like songs I can just listen to while strolling across I don't know, a sidewalk, since I can't really go anywhere during quarantine. But and it was like a part of different TikTok trends, memes, whatnot. So yeah, I just thought that was a really solid song.
Those are like definitely worthy of Song of the Year songs. I love both of those. Oh, I'm so conflicted. Okay, I also have two songs, I think.
You could share both.
Okay. I think like honestly all of our songs, all four of our songs were probably like, you know, definitely like official Song of the Year type of like nominations. So I'm gonna make it a tie.
Okay.
And again, I think I'm focusing more on like these like fourth generation groups. It's a tie for me between ITZY, Wannabe, and Stray Kids, God's Menu.
Oh, true. That chorus is iconic.
Yeah, I think those songs became so iconic for those groups, and they also just became really like iconic songs that like I feel like those were songs that even if you weren't into those groups, you've heard that song.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are my songs of the year on repeat, because like I definitely was playing those songs over and over again. And yeah, so I guess that's the final category. Woo! Congratulations to all the idols who won.
We will be mailing out the awards to you. Do not worry.
Yes, do not worry.
They're all
all.
They're all sanitized. Do not worry.
Yes. Of course. Yeah, so that was our Idol FM Awards year-end superlatives, and hopefully you enjoyed watching it. If you want to actually give us your answers for who you think deserve those superlatives, definitely leave them in the comments. We'll make all of the superlatives like the top comments, so you can like copy and paste it or something.
But yeah, that was the wrap up of 2020. 2021 will be filled with more K-pop music and more Idol FM podcast. We will be uploading very soon. Don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up this video, and we will be back. Bye.